A quick reality check, life should not just be about you and your needs. That was taken care of when you were a child. But now that you're an adult, the focus should be about being selfless, giving and caring for others. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name is Steph. My competitive season has officially started, so my usual shooting location will be different as I will be traveling until May of next year. However, I really want to keep making these videos because I enjoy making them and really enjoy the conversations with people in the comments. You guys have given me so many new perspectives to think about and to learn from. In this video, I want to highlight examples of uni and point out the benefits of being in a relationship, the importance of having a mother and father in the household, and the value of having family and friends in our lives. Many reaction videos tend to point out the bad behavior because it gets clicks and views. But if you've watched my videos before, I try to make a balanced argument and believe we need to unite as men and women and stop our obsession with division because many people are being left behind, miserable, disenfranchised, depressed, cancelled, and with a real hatred for the opposite sex. We need to stop this destructive cycle, especially for the younger generations who look up to us adults for guidance. It's on us to change and do better. So let's get into it. Successful and healthy relationships require an equal exchange of value between partners. This does not mean for every dollar I give, I will also receive $1. Money is not the currency of a healthy relationship. The currency of value in a relationship is determined by its participants. Distilled down, it's an exchange of teamwork, love, care, commitment, humor, empathy, support, respect, and loyalty, which can all be expressed in many different ways. For example, I value time spent together doing new activities, and a partner could value me supporting them in their endeavors, for example, attending work events. Value exchanges are happening constantly, and they range from small gestures to more extensive, defined responsibilities. Occasionally, it can be that circumstances require one partner to put in more effort or value. But over time, to be healthy, the effort of both partners must balance the value given to the other. If a relationship becomes significantly imbalanced over time, it needs work, effort, and conversation to bring it back to balance. A healthy and well-functioning relationship should be mutually beneficial to both partners. They should feel loved, supported, and considered. Trust their partner is loyal and respectful to them, both in public and in private. Share life of experiences, humor, and joy, and be stronger and push further through the teamwork of two. We now live at a time where divorces and single-parent households, especially fatherless homes, are not the exception, but the norm. My family included. And as we recently heard, Justin Trudeau is getting a divorce, resulting in the separation of his family while serving in government as the Canadian Prime Minister. This highlights that divorce is no longer the social stigma or scandal it once was. This normalization is a problem because breaking up a family should not be normal. Traditionally, mothers being the caregivers, their role is more associated with the biological needs of a child, especially at a young age compared to fathers. Their job is to ensure the child's survival, to provide love, care, and empathy, and ensure the child is happy, healthy, and fulfilling all its needs. The mother's role is obviously critical. However, I think we've given so much attention to mothers that we've lost the synergistic value of the motherly and fatherly figures in the household and the benefits that provides to children.
A part of the reason why it's useful to have a mother and a father is because the mother has to fall insanely in love with the infant or she'd throw it out the window, right? Because they're insanely demanding and they're always right? Because the right way to treat an infant, especially before 9 months, is I'll do everything for you and you're always right and your needs take priority over everyone else's, and anybody that threatens you is terrible. You know, once the kid is ambulatory and starting to be independent, that's the wrong attitude. The attitude then is get the hell on with it. And men who are less prone to negative emotion and less compassionate are much better at fostering that kind of independence. And so it's usually then when they step into the family and start playing with the kids, rough and tumble play, pushing them forward and saying, you know, get on with it, you can do it, you can do it. And it's very hard for a mother to play both those roles because she has to fall so in love with her infant that it's difficult for her to be like universal caregiver and disciplinarian at the same time, you know, because the roles run contrary to one another. And so now women have entered the political sphere, right, en masse. And so they're going to bring their essential nature with them, all the while saying there's no such thing as essential nature. It's like, yeah, there is.
I know Jordan Peterson is a polarizing figure, but as a fellow Canadian, I do have empathy for the insane scrutiny he has received trying to defend our rights and freedoms as Canadians against an increasingly authoritarian government. but that's a discussion for another day. But the point he made in this video, which I believe is true, is that mothers and fathers have very distinct roles in raising a child. And living as a single mother or father, it can be very challenging to take on both roles and can lead to negative outcomes for both the child and the parent in the future. Most single-parent households are fatherless, so I'll focus on those stats while playing two really great clips that to me highlight the importance of having a father in the household and how fathers are essential to families and complement mothers in raising a child.
Moms turn babies into boys, but it's the dads who turn boys into men. And when the dads are absent or emotionally absent, and when they haven't been taught how to be a man, how to stand up and shake hands, you don't just say hi to someone, you stand up, shake hands, make eye contact. If you're walking on a sidewalk with a woman, a man walks on the street side. You're opening doors for women. You're a savage and a servant. You're a lamb and a lion. Are you going to show up as a passive-aggressive man, or are you going to show up as a guy who can protect, provide, and preside, lead his family?
Do you think we've made any headway?
I think it's more important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done. They're not locking up 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Chicago a couple of 3-4 weeks ago, and we saw these little kids on bikes with masks on the side of their head. You look at his picture, you see the headshot of him, he's like this. And he got murdered at 11 by a 14-year-old. Do you blame the system? Where was his father? It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up, but where was his father?
The point of this argument is that both mothers and fathers are essential and play a critical role in raising a child. Unfortunately, a common narrative these days, especially among so-called independent women, is that men are unnecessary for raising a child and can do it all by themselves. To this, I would caution the potential ramifications and consequences of being a single mother and the life you're providing for your child. Nature and biology are not stupid. We were designed and refined over thousands of years to be the humans we are today through the structure of families. Because families, at the very basic level, are survival units. Creating life is easy, and nowadays surviving is easy. But thriving, ensuring your child has the skills and capabilities to navigate life and make the most of the opportunities presented to them and become functioning and successful members of society is not so easy, especially if raised in a single-parent household and potentially missing half of the nurture required to make the most of their life. Families are the building blocks of a healthy and robust society. And I think the fact that we don't value a strong family unit and hold strong family values like we once used to is potentially to blame and the root cause of many of the problems arising in society. To me, a strong family unit is one that puts the needs of the children before those of the adult. The decisions, actions, and behaviors are focused on those that will best support the children and their best interests. Strong families make children feel safe, cared for, and loved, thus giving them the confidence to be themselves, try new things, explore the world, and take risks. They are also better able to deal with challenges and setbacks because they have the support of a strong family unit who cares for them and their well-being above everything else.
And he said to me, Cristiano, the most important thing, I knew it, and everyone know that. And he said, Cristiano, we have money, we have everything, we have fame, but the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world. Apart of that, of course, you have your life, your private life, you have your girlfriend, you have your cars, your houses, your fame. But in the beginning, your family, it's always with you, for the good moments and for the bad moments.
I wanted to share this video of Ronaldo because the man has everything. Incredible success, money, and fame. But still, the most important thing is family. His #1 priority and responsibility is to keep his family happy, healthy, and good. I know I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but I just cringe when I hear women go on about how independent they are and how they can take care of themselves. That's all fine, but they are missing the point of what a family offers. A quick reality check: life should not just be about you and your needs. That was taken care of when you were a child. But now that you're an adult, the focus should be about being selfless, giving and caring for others. Raising a family does this in the most beautiful and nurturing way. If raising a family is not for you, whatever the reason, that's your decision. But to the women who are undecided, I would just caution that the window is short. An unfortunate biological reality, but the truth. So you need to think now, when you're 20 to 35, about the life you want and the people you want around you when you're 50, 60, 70, 80, and hopefully beyond. We are so fortunate to now live at a time where the average life expectancy is about 80 years in developed countries, and potentially longer by the time we reach that age. Yet the window to start a family is very small. So think long and hard about potentially the most important decision of your life, and one you certainly don't want to regret. The definition of a friend has certainly changed in the past 20 years. Thanks to social platforms, we can now make friends and new connections with the click of a button. However, I believe having hundreds or thousands of online followers cannot replace a close friend you can spend time with in person. Our most important and influential connections happen when we're face to face. Like a hug when you're going through a hard time, showing up when you need support, or going out to celebrate an occasion. Unfortunately, these days, especially in the West, friendships are breaking up over political and ideological differences. The willingness to agree to disagree seems to be a thing of the past, as people now preferentially align their friendships and relationships along ideological lines. One reason why I think this is happening is because humans are tribal. We want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. So we make things like politics part of our ideology, leading to everyone not part of our ideology being considered the enemy. For example, if 10% of my identity is being part of a political party, then having friends on the opposite side would not faze me because we'd still have so much in common. But if that political identity takes over, then it becomes increasingly hard to be around that friend, potentially for a number of reasons, like not wanting to be associated with someone from the opposite side, or being so opposed on certain issues that it sours every conversation, leading to friendships falling apart. The consequence of this is that we are missing out on one of the great benefits of having a diverse group of friends, which is being exposed to different ideas, experiences, and activities by people we trust and respect, making us more open to learning and having conversations about different opinions and beliefs. Other benefits of strong friendships include having friends we can depend upon when we're going through hard times, friends to share experiences with and who bring us happiness and joy, friends to share our successes and failures with, and friends to encourage us to achieve the best version of ourselves.
Here's how you know if someone's your friend. A, you can tell them bad news and they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you and how something worse happened to them once and, derail the whole conversation. You can actually tell them bad news and they'll listen. So that's a good thing. And then this is a weirder thing. You can tell them good news and they'll help you celebrate. And that's a really good way of deciding who you should have around you. And so you want to surround yourself, you got to think about this. You got to surround yourself with people who want the best for the best part of you.
To conclude this point, let's try to make it a priority to stay in touch with friends in the real world, not just online, and seek out a diverse group of friends, people we trust and respect, but may not agree with 100% of the time, but can have honest conversations about the things we disagree with, and potentially, hopefully, become better people and more understanding people in the process. In my past videos calling out the misguided, sometimes fully intentional, bad behavior of certain women and its harmful consequences on society, I received many comments telling me my messaging is coming too late because plenty of men have already checked out of the dating pool. To all those people, thank you for your comment, but I'm not giving up on unity. I still think there's hope. And I think men and women are most fulfilled and happiest in a loving partnership. Call me a hopeless romantic, call me a traditionalist, call me old school, but I think there's just something incredible and beautiful about finding a partner, having a family and friends that make us better people, happier, more fulfilled, and hopeful for the future. I wish this for everyone, and I'm not going to pretend like I know the secret sauce to achieve these things, but I just hope we continue to strive for unity in all forms and not give up or be divisive, because this is what our current society wants. We deserve better. We need better. And most importantly, I think we can do better. At least we should try. And I hope this video makes a case for it. That's it for me on this video. I would love to hear your thoughts about unity and if you think it's possible for us to rebuild a strong, family-centered society. If yes, what do you think needs to happen for this to occur? And if no, why not? Thank you so much for watching. I have new videos every single week, or at least I'm trying for every week. Travel is not making it so easy. But if you like the work that I do, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm get it out to more people. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.